So it's almost time for me to start a new journal, so I thought I'd try something different for a change. Well, I've actually used this brand before. Um, so what I picked up was a Midori MD Notebook Journal A5. It says 7L4, and then below that it says frame. I don't know what all that means. Um, I've used Midori once before. I liked it. I wasn't sure if I loved it. Usually I use the Lystrom 1917 or the Endless Recorder notebooks. I've used Clairefontaine and I've used, what else? I've used Moleskine and whatever. But I thought I'd pick this up because Midori, Japanese paper is really lovely. And I just thought this would be interesting to try. It looked nice. And so it comes in a plastic sleeve. Um, Very simple packaging. That's one of the things I like about Japanese stationery. Just the nice design, simplicity, and well made. Um, I'm going to take the protective sleeve and we'll take a closer look at the journal and see what it is. Okay. It has this sort of cover on the cover. And so MD paper is our original writing paper that prevents smearing and bleed through, crafted to provide the ultimate in writing comfort. And it says 7L4 frame and crafted with threaded binding. Can also be attached to the MD notebook cover, sold separately. Once you fill its pages, you will have created a notebook all of your own. Line them up in your bookshelf together with your favorite novels. And so this came in it. It's little stickers by the look of it. Diary ideas, some letters, numbers, and the logo. And there is on the notebook, there's like it feels like wax paper cover, and it just sort of comes off easy. And you have a paper soft cover binding. This is almost reminds me. This is sort of a webbed tape that strengthens the binding. There's an embossed MD paper made in Japan logo right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. Simplicity in design is the first thing that comes to mind. Now I wanted to see something here. Oh, it does lie flat when you open it. That's quite nice. And this is interesting. I was not too sure what I was going to get when I opened it. I knew it was blank pages, but there's these little heading areas up here. You could probably almost turn this into a daily planner. You could put your date or ideas or thoughts up here, set up a system of how you want to set up your journal. I'm just going to use it as a standard journal. I'll put the day, the date, the year in these top panels. Nothing fancy. These could be used for something. I don't know what. And so anyway, it's stitch bound, very strong, very smooth paper, or very nice feeling paper, kind of a creamy color. Now, my last one, yeah, okay. So I usually like an accordion binder at the back of my notebook, mostly because I like to keep little notes and stuff and receipts or little items, and I stick them in the accordion binder. I'm going to make one. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adapt this back. I might just sort of figure out a way to make a little folder that will hold the stuff I like to keep, right? Now, normally I like a dot matrix. This is a blank, but I don't mind that too much. I'm just going to use that straight up. Doesn't matter. I'll have fun with this. Now also, so there's a nice little title block here where I can put my name, address, whatever I want to know in there. And One thing I wish they had put in was an index. I always like to keep an index. Sometimes special events occur and I like to mark the page, but I'll have to probably use the inside cover for an index. I could just start from there. I also like to keep track of correspondence, sending, receiving letters or packages. I'll dedicate a page to that as we go through it. And yeah. Now, the last one I had was just blank pages, and I quite liked it. I think it had I'll have to check. I think it had a dot matrix. And the paper I quite liked. I noticed the paper was very nice for fountain pen inks, the last Midori notebook. One I did have problems with was Noodler's Apache Sunset. For whatever reason, it took forever to dry on Midori paper, but that's okay because I don't use I haven't really used the Apache Sunset lately, and I don't know if I ever will again. I might just gift it to somebody. Yeah. So anyway, I'm down to my last few pages on my current notebook, which is an endless recorder, and I really like that notebook. And it's kind of interesting when you come to the last few pages. I start getting my next notebook set up because it's part of the whole process. So I'll do a little adapting with this and turn it into, get it all set up the way I want it for my journal. What I might do is I probably have some line pages that are designed to be set under a blank sheet so you can write them. I might try to find one that I have kicking around somewhere and just cut it to size and sit it in here and use it to guide my lines. Or maybe not. I don't know. I still don't know what I'm going to do with these. I guess I could put them up here in some way, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But I will keep that. All in all, it's a very lovely product. I got it at the Bookmark here in Charlottetown. Not an overly expensive notebook, actually. And I really like the simplicity. Usually I like a hardcover, but this is well made. Very attractive. You can also buy a slip cover that has that goes over the cover of these. I have had that on my other one. But I'm just going to keep this is essentially wax paper. I'm going to keep the wax paper on this. I might tape it on, use some washi tape or something just to tape it in. And maybe I'll decorate that cover. I could put some kind of a collage element on it or something that looks good. It'll be fun. Anyway, have you used Midori before? Let me know in the comments. It's always interesting to find out what people like to use for journals. Have you used this actual notebook before? It's interesting to see what people do with their notebooks, how they set them up, what they record, what they think of them, and what's your favorite paper. Let me know. I like finding out all these things in the comments. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.